What's good with y'all, Zahir? Welcome back to another Zahier reaction video, and today we reacted to the Sinister reason YNW Melly took out his... We'll be out here looking crispy again. Hey man, it's the ugly phase, leave me alone. But with all that being said, we're gonna get right into this video. So yeah, I ain't gonna waste no more of your time. So cue the intro.
Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about YNW Melly and his case. Let's get right into it. YNW Melly has been back in the headlines as his trial started just a few days back on June 12th. 2 years ago, Melly was
He always
arrested
looked
back
like he
in
on some
February
evil shit.
2019
Just
and
look
was
at his
being
face.
charged with taking out his two close friends, YNW Juvie and YNW Sack Chaser. The police accused Melly of taking out his two best friends while on a drive back home from a studio session. The police believe that during this drive, Melly was in the back passenger side of the vehicle when at some point he pulled out his piece, aimed at his two best friends, taking them both out from the inside of the car. They then believe Melly and his other friend, YNW Borton, tried to stage the whole thing to make it look like a drive-by. Borton dropped off Melly and proceeded to drive to the nearest hospital with his two friends gone in the car. He arrived at the hospital telling the staff a story about his two close friends being victims of a drive-by. The police, finding holes in his story, quickly investigated Borton's claims and realized there was no way this was a drive-by. This is when they started piecing the story together and found evidence that suggested the person who took these two victims out were inside the same car they were in. The police then found even more evidence suggesting Melly might have been the very person in that car that night. For the longest, people online have wondered what the motive was for such a heinous crime.
Right.
Why would Melly take out his own two close friends? If you saw it...
Hey, look, I know it's early, but this is why you need to... I preach this in every video, or I try to. Watch who you keep your company, man. Watch who you keep. Watch your company, for real. Watch who you're around, because shit like this couldn't happen. Don't get it twisted. Don't be like, man, them my day one homies. I known them since I was in the sandbox. Don't let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you've been friends with somebody for 10, 20, 30, whatever years. You can't trust people like that nowadays. Because they probably trusted him. Them two niggas was probably best friends with him. Because I saw a clip from the jury, you know, the whole trial. And then the mom had said that her son knew him. He knew the whole family. He knew the moms, the cousins, all that. They was really locked in. But he still got, if that's true, I'm not saying that it's true, he's still on trial, but if that's true, then that's crazy as hell. But something telling me he gonna get off. Something is telling me he's gonna get off. Like, I don't know, man. We just gotta sit back and watch. But the whole thing is just watch who you keep your company around, man. Don't trust everybody.
His music video for his hit song "Murder on My Mind," then you should already know there's way more to the story. The song that took Melly to superstardom was this hit song that only got bigger after his arrest.
I know they had to use that shit in
Melly
court.
sings an entire song about taking out a close friend of his. The imagery for his music video was extremely dark, as Melly could be seen in the video looking demonic inside of a jail cell. There's a scene in the video where they show the Masonic all-seeing eye on the wall behind them. We can also see candles lit up, clearly pointing to a ritual. In this scene, they show Melly in a straitjacket, while chickens can be seen hanging on strings, with candles again lit in the background. In this scene, we see Melly and the serpent, all pointing to Melly selling his soul. This music video is full of open witchcraft. It's obvious this video was foreshadowing what Melly was soon to do to his own close friends. I believe Melly made the ultimate sacrifice in order to have the world. It is not a coincidence that in this music video, Melly would be selling his soul, all while he raps about taking his close friends out. Then he would go on to be a huge star after being arrested, being accused of taking out his two close friends. Interestingly enough, at the beginning of the music video, he shows two kids wearing white, being cuffed away. This represented two innocent souls being offered. I'm not saying Melly's friends were innocent, but they were two unexpected souls that were taken out by their own friend. In my opinion, Melly took out his two friends to have the world. He offered these souls,
but he's been in jail for the rest of the whole time.
He became...
But that's hard to say because he's been in jail the whole time. If you trying to sacrifice your friends to get put on, how is that really a benefit? Yeah, the world knows you. Yeah, you got like 6 million subscribers on YouTube and all of that. But nigga, you're in jail the whole time. You've been in jail for the last... Murder on My Mind came out in like 2019. So, yeah. Either 2019 or 2018 if I'm not mistaken. But he's been in jail a long minute. You know what I'm saying? So... How did he benefit? I don't see how he benefited. Just from people knowing him out in the world, fame and shit, I guess. But I don't know, man. Let's get back.
Became a
He
rap
ain't
star.
really benefited
Recently,
in my
after the
opinion.
case started, the father of YNW, Juvie, one of the victims, did an interview where he spoke about what he thinks truly happened to his son. According to him, he feels that Melly is 100% guilty.
Believed from the very beginning that Melly was responsible for Friend's death and the death of Anthony.
From the day one, I believe that Melly was responsible for my son's death on October 26th when I first heard the story, because his explanation when I finally talked to him in Portland on a FaceTime, their response and how they was reacting, they showed no remorse. They didn't act like they was grieved. They lost a best friend.
This nigga Melly was laughing in court, bro. I mean,
they never came to town, never came to my son's funeral,
nope.
Never came to Sack's funeral. And these are best friends. He had straight through the county of Indian River went to bar that did a music video, but he couldn't even stop and pay his condolences to his best friend's mom. He even got China tatted on his neck. That's why his defense attorney got him wearing turtlenecks and shirts to hide his neck.
Oh yeah, because he did get somebody to get their names on his neck.
Sack mom's name. He got Chris' name and Sack name. And this guy, that guy is just... I have no words for that guy.
What was it in particular that said on that FaceTime that made you think that Melly was responsible?
Nothing was said. Actually, it was like demeanor. It was like the body language. Like I was just reading it. As I'm telling them and asking them questions, I got
stay with a damn smile on his face.
They wasn't reacting to.
Them the ones you watch out for, the ones that stay with a smile.
That's how I took it. And then when I was talking to them, I said in the back of my mind that something's not right. Something's not right.
Did they tell you anything about what they claimed happened with the drive-by they claim happened?
No. They had absolutely no explanation. They had to figure it out just like the police.
He states that since the situation happened, Melly hasn't been showing any grief. He claims that Melly didn't even show up to the funeral and that he believes he was responsible from the beginning after speaking to him on FaceTime. He states their excuse for what happened made zero sense to him and made them look guilty. He also said that they looked like they were in their best spirits, even after they just lost two close friends. This is interesting, knowing that Melly was in his best spirits right after his two close friends passed. You can't deny this is highly suspicious. Add this with this footage of Melly talking to another Masonic puppet, Trippy Red, about having to go to a funeral while smiling and laughing.
On the way to the damn funeral. No. Whatever, man. You know, slap. Let me see them glasses, big bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Because you big brother, this
As you saw for yourself, Melly appears to be excited to go to a funeral that allegedly he never actually went to, according to Juvie's dad. YNW Juvie's dad said something else that I found extremely interesting when it comes to why he thinks Melly took his son out. According to him, he believes Melly took out his two best friends so he wouldn't have to split an upcoming brand deal he had coming up. He states that this deal was worth $500,000 and that Melly didn't want to have to split the deal with his two friends. The YNW brand was co-started by all three of them. He also mentions that Melly had some sort of tension with one of the victims, claiming they had got into an altercation where Melly was embarrassed by Sack Chaser in front of his girl when a fight broke out between the two. More importantly,
that probably did it. That probably did it right there. One is like, a lot of these new niggas now, a lot of these little niggas now, they don't play when it comes to embarrassment. Back in the day, if you got embarrassed in front of your girl, whoever you messing with, you'll chalk it up to the game and you'll move on. Now these niggas is ready to shoot you off of that. You know what I'm saying? You made me look weak in front of my girl, I gotta take you out. I don't understand the logic, but that's where it is now. So that's probably where he was at, and it probably was a mix of what he said before. He not wanting to cut that money up into pieces. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just saying allegedly this is probably what happened. He probably got to the point where he like, I don't see the benefit or the need of having them two around. I'm going to be the star, so I might as well get rid of them. I'm not saying that, once again, I'm not saying that as to that's what happened, but I'm saying that's probably, in my opinion, what happened. I could be wrong. He could be innocent. He could be. But it's a lot of shit saying that he ain't. But, I mean, hey, it's however the jury decides, however they feel in this case, that's how it's going to be. But we just got to watch this shit play out.
He also mentions that he believes YNW Melly's manager, 100K Track, was the one who got into Melly's ear and convinced him to do something to his friends.
Chris, why do you think that this happened? Why do you think, Melly did this? Because, Melly is on trial. The state has to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt that he committed these crimes. But why do you think this happened?
I think the story about the 200,000 with Anthony was a true story, and it's not reported. But Chris told me the same story, and also it was a $500,000 play, and Melly was going to get 200,000, Saint was going to get 200,000, and Chris was going to get 100,000. As I'm hearing it from Chris, it was going to sell the YNW brand, not a record deal or nothing like that. It was like for the brand itself,
entire brand.
Being founded members.
So why would you sell it though?
So I don't think Melly did it on his own. I think that manager guy got in his ear. And did a little divide and conquer. Because if it was up to Saint,
if that's the case, then that's crazy, man.
Because if it was up to Saint, it would never be 100K management.
They were going to sell the YNW name for licensing or sell products? What do you mean they were going to sell the name?
For marketing, licensing, stuff that I think they want to go up under the umbrella just to push them, I think. Push the brand more global. That's what I'm thinking.
And so you think that Melly wanted a bigger cut of that then?
I think Melly didn't want to get guys nothing. He wanted to be the only one to sign. And then they came to town that day and gave the mothers 15,000, the other mother 10,000. So I thought to myself,
it looked like it ain't something right. It ain't something ticking up here. Like we can
pay these people 25,000, 275,000.
That nigga stayed with a smile.
It's just nothing. Nothing ended up. Melly still to this day, and for me to hear that all them boys his best friend is an insult. That is an insult.
Was there any sign of bad blood for your sons? Was there any tension there that you knew of?
Not with Juvie, not with Chris. You heard things about him and Anthony getting into altercations about disputes about money over certain situations, and they got in a fight prior to that. And they said, the story that they said Sack beat him up and knocked his goals out in front of his girlfriend. 2 days later, I think that's when the incident happened.
Chris,
as you heard for yourself, Juvie's father claims that he believes 100K Track got in the ear of Melly, telling him to get rid of his boys. To me, this has to be the most important piece of information. If this is true, it further proves that something is up with 100K Track. If you saw this video I made on 100K Track, then you should know that there's an ongoing theory claiming he's an undercover agent working for some sort of law enforcement. People believe this because all of the artists he signs end up in prison. People also feel like he's somehow tied to what happened to King Von. Dispatch audio was released from the night King Von was taken out, and an officer can be heard responding to the scene, referring to 100K Track by his government name, and claiming that he's an
we don't have to
officer.
react to that
If you
nigga
want the
then.
full
Who the hell
breakdown
is that?
of that story, check out this video after this
Oh
one.
yeah, I got
The fact that Juvie's dad think this is what happened is very revealing. It makes me look at all of this very differently. It could be possible 100K Track is the mastermind behind all of this, but besides Juvie's father stating this, we have nothing proving it. I would say it is very suspicious that all of 100K's big artists seem to have terrible luck, while he remains on the outside, living life, collecting big money, and signing more artists. It's interesting that it was reported that 100K Track even turned in phone evidence for the Melly case to the police when he was requested to do so. Many online believe that 100K Track was cooperating with the authorities to make sure Melly gets found guilty. Track responded to this, claiming that he in fact gave Melly's phone in for evidence, but stated it didn't have anything incriminating in it. Something else that caught my attention was something Melly was doing during the trial. Video of the Melly trial shows Melly appearing to be saying some sort of prayer. Then he raises his hands up to his mouth, kisses his hands, and then blows a kiss. This was honestly strange, and I've never seen anyone doing anything like this. It's obvious Melly is an occultist who took the whole I previously thought he ended up in this situation because he wanted to turn his back on the industry, but I no longer believe that. I honestly think his manager might have something to do with all of this. All of 100K's Track successful artists end up in a box. 100K manages to keep a portion of their music and use them to promote his own music. You see, 100K Track is not only a manager, but he's also an artist, and he tends to use his big artists to promote his own music.
I never heard who the fuck he is before in my life.
Mastermind, especially if you saw my first video. His man.
Look, at the end of the day, if this is true and he really is trying to, all his artists, because I saw King Von, and if he's really the reason why all his artists are having downfalls for his music career, and he an agent, Bruh, something gotta happen there. Something gotta happen there. I'm not trying to put no negative energy in the world. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, if you had something to do with Vaughn, you took Vaughn away from the world. But I'm not saying like Vaughn was an innocent nigga. I'm saying you fucked up with people, like your own artists. You know what I'm saying? I heard for years how these music executives screw over their artists in the long run and just make shit hard for them. But damn, if you really going that far, then that's crazy, man. That really means something needs to happen to your ass. I'm a firm believer in karma, and yeah, that nigga, he probably not, but shit. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. That's fucked up. Like, you trying to make sure this nigga found guilty, and he signed to you. He probably like, I could probably make more money with his ass in jail than I would get than him being out. That's crazy. That's why I say you gotta watch the company you keep, man, because that's fucked up. If I wouldn't be signing to no nigga that's trying to plot on my downfall, and I just willingly just sit there like, nah, I'm not going out like that, not at all. Not the fuck at all. But this the end of the video though. But yeah, that's fucked up. Alright, y'all, this the end of that video. This was the sinister reason YNW Melly took out his 2 close friends, man. By the truth is, man, like I said before, I'm gonna leave this video linked in the description box down below. Y'all go show love to it, you know what I'm saying? And show love to the truth is, man. He doing his thing. We're gonna react to more of the videos on this channel, I promise you. But with all that being said, man, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe in this video. Also, go show love to all the channels that will be featured down below. You know what I'm saying? In the description box. And as well as my featured channels on my channel. Go show love to all those channels. And also, leave me a comment down below on what you thought about this video and what you thought about this whole scenario, YNW, Melly, you know what I'm saying, court, trial, all this shit that's going on. Let me know what you think about all of that. Anything in the video, all that shit, just leave me in the comments. With all that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Y'all be easy, be blessed, be protected. Always stay vigilant. Gotta be vigilant out here. But I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Alright, peace.